Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Comfortable and this is Gist with Comfy. If you're new on this channel, you're highly welcome. Do also hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell. In that way, you get to know when I post a new video. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry I'm making this video in the night. It's just because of the fact that I just thought about it and I'm like, let me just make this video today, being Father's Day. So that's why I'm coming up with this video in the night. Yeah. So my background might be kind of dark, but there's light though. Let me just get into the video immediately. Yeah, guys, so today being Father's Day, I just want to use this medium to just make this video, and just it's a story time, like just have a story time with you guys and just you guys of three scenarios. Yeah, three. I'm just going to talk about the three serious scenarios that actually happened in my life when I was growing up that made me to actually think my dad hated me, but along the line I got to know better. Yeah, now I know better. So one of it I'm going to just tell you about when I was growing up. I think I was in secondary school, yeah. And naturally I don't like farm, like anything farm is not just my thing. Even up until now, I don't like anything farm. So if you're actually taking me to the farm, that means I'm not even just going to be your friend because I don't like farm. So dad actually told us, all of us went to the farm actually that day. So when we got to the farm, we actually went to harvest. So when we got there, we were supposed to harvest cassava. So the cassavas have already like grown, like the weeds now have overgrown and whatever. So you had to like cut down the grasses before you kind of uproot the cassavas. Yeah, so we now we got there. My cousin, that is a guy, already like carried the machete and started trying to cut the cassava, the the grasses. So my dad now told him to stop. My job there in that farm that day was when they harvest, I'll be packing it to the car. That was my own job that day. So when we got there, my dad was like, I shouldn't do anything. I should start cutting the grasses. I'm like, Dad, I can't do it. He was like, no, I must cut the grasses. And I'm like, oh my god. My mom self like told him that he shouldn't do that, that I won't be able to do it. He should just allow me to pack the stuff into the car. My dad said no, that I must cut the grasses. Okay, now no problem. I tried. I collected the machete and I was doing it. It was, I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. But if I'm trying to cut it, instead of cutting the grasses, I'll be digging the ground. So I'm like, I can't do this thing. My dad didn't say anything. He just kept quiet and watched me. I was just standing. He didn't do anything. So since he didn't allow me to pack the stuff to the car, I was just standing watching them. He just kept quiet up until when they were almost done. It was remaining like 3 stands of cassava. My dad now told me I should pack the rest of the cassava that they already finished uprooting into the car. And if they finish these 2 stands and I'm not done, then I'm going to carry the cassava on my head and come back home. I thought it was a joke actually, but I tried packing the stuff into the car and I couldn't just meet up because you're already done. My dad just told everybody to leave the farm. They all left me there and he told me I should carry the cassava back to the house. Guys, I wasn't left with any bag or basin or anything. I was just left alone to figure out how I'm going to carry the cassavas back to the house. Oh my god. When they just left me in the farm that day, I just sat down first and started crying. I was just crying. You know that cry, you be crying like, is this really my dad? I was just crying and crying. After I was done crying, I was like, okay, let me figure out how I'm going to just get this cassavas to the house. I remember my grand auntie was living kind of a trackable distance away from the farm. So I went to my grand auntie's place and I told her that she give me a bag. I refused to tell her what really happened. So she gave me a bag and I took it to the farm and I packed the cassava. The cassava, like, the bag was full. Oh yeah, now carry it on your head. I could not carry it because there was nobody to carry it for me. I could not carry it alone. So I just poured it back like to half and I carried the cassava. I started walking. A lot of things was going on in my mind, like how are they going to see me on the road? Not now, like then then we're like forming how are they going to see us now. More they were in my street anyhow. I did not send you any work. I don't have any business with you. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry for changing my background. I just had to move out from where I was before as a matter of urgency. So I just needed to complete this video. That's why I came back to make this video right now. Yeah, guys, so as I was saying before, back then now we're like thinking, what would they say, like when I'm walking on the street? And there's how like my street people used to like rape, should I say rape me then, like like rank me, not like rape, or rank me. Like they used to like take me like somehow now and then. So I was just like, how they going to see me like carrying cassava on my head, all this kind of stuff. I was just so concerned about what people would say. But now I don't have your time. So then I was just thinking about that, but I just looked up. That was the day I figured out shortcuts to the house. Guys, I found shortcuts to the house that day. And that's how I brought back the cassava to the house. I went back the second time and I came back again. And when I came back, I was just so angry. And my dad already gave an instruction that I should ensure that no, I don't take any cab or bike or anything. I must trek back to the house. That if he finds out I climbed bike or I took any means of transportation back to the house, I was going to go back and go and pour the cassava and carry it on my head and trek back. Oh my god, it was really bad. So after that whole scenario, I was very pained, I was angry, and I just kept saying dad doesn't like me and all that. I think I kind of stayed for a while. I wasn't like talking to him and all that. I didn't talk to him for some time. So after that, I got past it. That one passed. Another scenario that now came up was the second one. One of the days, I just woke up. Everything was perfect in the house. Like nothing happened. There was no issue. So that morning, I just woke up, and dad in his normal way, if he's not on in the TV, you go on the radio, but something was on, so he'll be getting news and information and all that. So that day he on the radio, and they were giving news, and the newscaster now said something. He made mention of a word which I can never forget in my life. You see that word? I can never forget in my life. Wake me up tomorrow, I'll tell you the meaning, because that word did a lot in my life. So the newscaster now made mention of the word panorama. Panorama. So my dad now called me. I was like, Comfort, what's the meaning of panorama? I'm like, Dad, I don't know. He said, you don't know? I said, yes, I don't know. He said, you mean you don't know the meaning of panorama? I said, I don't know. He then said, was it not you? I know you that I told some time back to check for the word panorama. I said, no, you didn't. He was like, okay, go and bring the cane. Let me remind you guys. So it's not funny. And one thing about my dad then, my dad didn't really flog me when I was growing up, actually. So it's actually mom that was always doing the flogging and flogging. But dad didn't really flog me when I was growing up. Dad would just tell you, give me your hand, I'm going to give it 2 strokes. If you dodge, I will double it binarily. That was what my dad was always saying. So man, I gave him my hand. He flogged the first one. The second one I dodged. Oh my god, my dad kept doubling the cane. Guys, I can't really remember how much they flogged me that day, but it was really a lot. Like I was flogged that day because the thing kept increasing. And dad was like, he must make sure he finishes the number of strokes he was supposed to flog me, just for the word panorama that I didn't know the meaning. And I was like, could this really be the reason why he's flogging me, or is it something else? Like, what did I do? Is it piled up of aggression? And guys, as he was flogging me, when he beat me, like the thing the cane caught my palms, like sliced my palms, and blood started coming out. And I was like, I can't give him my hand again. Mom was even begging, told my mom to just shift aside, that he must finish the beatings. And I was supposed to go back to school the next week, and I was in a boarding school then, a boarding private school. So my mom was like, how is she going to go back to school if you injure her? My dad didn't even care. He flogged me and made sure he completed the number of canes he had to flog me. Guys, that was another one. I was really pained again, and I kept crying and I kept crying and I kept crying. But that aside, we reconciled. And the issue is now that I'm really understanding why dad was kind of doing all those things. Like back then, I was taking it for hatred, but trust me now, when I sit back to think about all those things, I'm like, this man really loves me 100, like seriously. So that one was the second scenario. Then the third scenario was one other time like that. My dad was about to go for work, and he wanted to, like normal, if he comes out from work, then he would tell me to like polish his shoes and keep, like he doesn't want a situation that when he wants to go out, that's when he will now like start polishing his shoes and all that. So that day I didn't polish his shoe. He was about to go for work, and he had to polish one of the shoes alone, and he left for work. And when he came back, I kept playing all through the day, and I didn't actually polish the remaining shoes. So when he came back, he was supposed to go for an evening meeting that day, like an evening service. Yeah, I was supposed to go for an evening service that day. So he now wanted to wear the other shoe that was in the house, and I didn't polish it. So that now carried it. I was like, Comfort, did you polish my shoe? I was like, no. And I said, why didn't you polish it? And funny enough, I didn't have any tangible reason for now polishing the shoe. So I was now like, dad, this one, that one. So he now brought out, and the funny thing that my dad didn't used to flog me, like he hardly flogged me and all that, but he just brought out his belt, and I don't know if you actually wanted to flog me, but immediately I saw belt, I ran. And I ran out of the gate and went outside. So my dad now carried another shoe and wore and went straight to the car. So I went to the car, I wanted to enter the car. He told me, where am I going to? I said, I want to enter the car. And I said, no, I'm not entering the car, that I should. And that day, I don't actually think I was planning to go for that service. I wasn't planning to go for that service. But because of that, he now told me that I must come for that evening service and that I must trek down for that evening service. My dad kept using trekking to punish me because back then, according to him, he said I was always feeling too comfortable. My name is Comfort. I just like being too comfortable and all that. So he just wanted to teach me that life is not all about being comfortable. So he told me I should trek down to church that evening, and I was like, okay. Oh, mom wasn't around. Mom went to work. She didn't come back from work yet, and she was supposed to from work just go to pass for the evening service. So I trekked to the church. Then the church wasn't that far away from the house, like that much, but a bit faster. And I trekked to church that evening. And when I got to church after service, I didn't actually know that I was supposed to trek back. I was thinking, okay, it was just trek and come. That going back, I'm going to enter the car and whatnot. So after service, I waited with mom, we're gisting, chatting, waiting for dad to come out. So he was talking to his friend. So when he finally came out, I went to enter the car. My dad was like, why are you going? Okay, and then we had already collected the key from him and went to the car. We're already waiting in the car. So had it been I knew I was not supposed to still go with them, or maybe I was supposed to trek back, I would have started trekking earlier, but waited for him and he finished his whole conversation with his friend and later came out to meet us in the car. And he was like, you, why are you going? I'm like, my mom was like, why? How? Why are you asking her that question? It was like, she knows. I'm like, Dad, what? He now said, you have to trek back to the house. I was like, are you serious? I started crying again. My cousin stepped down from the car and was like, he must follow me. He can't allow me to trek back alone and all that. My dad was like, I have to trek back to the house. So that was how I think my cousin followed me that night. So two of us just strolled back to the house. And when I got back to the house the next morning, I told my grandma. My grandma was angry with dad and was like, why are you doing this and all that and all that. Dad was just quiet. He didn't talk. He didn't say anything. Then at my usual way now, I quarreled again. I didn't talk to him for a while. But later, I now started talking to him. And guys, it's just now that I'm actually realizing that all these things dad was doing then was just to train me. Guys, trust me, my dad gets me 100, like even all through my stay in school, uni and everything. That was when I actually knew how much dad loves me and that all those other things were just a way to train me. And I can boldly and proudly tell you that my dad loves me 100, like seriously. So I just thought, like, this Father's Day, let me just use this opportunity to share with you guys some funny experiences I had when I was growing up with my dad, that I actually like misunderstood his actions for hatred, but just now I'm realizing that it wasn't actually hatred, it was for the better. So yeah, guys, so that's what I just decided to bring for you guys today, and also to use this opportunity to wish my dad a happy Father's Day. And to all the fathers in the world, you guys are the best. Like, you guys are amazing. Without you guys, we can't just be anything in life. So I want to use this opportunity to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers around the globe, to all my male friends, male mentors. You guys are the best. I want to wish all of you a happy Father's Day. Yeah, guys, if you love this video, do want to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, view my other videos, and yeah, give me a thumbs up. See you guys in my next video. Bye.